And now we will start the next sessions the next sessions will be a practitioner session 2, Hero's Journey for Entrepreneurs. And who running this sessions is Oussema Kessentini. Oussema. Mariam, can you take the session? Mariam, can you raise your hand? And the technical support, can you take her inside? In this sessions, we will have, yes, go ahead, Mariam, open the floor for you, open the mic and open the camera. Yes, hi, how are you?
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Yeah, pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you for this, Dr. Hanadi. So we'll have in this session, the Hero's Journey for Entrepreneurs, as you said, we'll have our first presentation. I'm not sure if he already joined. Mr. Firas Makni, the CEO of Tekos. Yes. Can you see him? Yes, he's here. So just for you, our attendees will have three presentations. First, it's going to be Mr. Firas Makni, he is the CEO of Tekos, and then we'll have Mr. Fahid, that he is the business leadership consultant and certified entrepreneurship trainer. He's going to present the second one, and then we'll have Madame Rima. She is a business leadership consultant as well and certified entrepreneurship trainer that she's going to present later. So the floor is yours, Mr. Firas, if you can hear us.
Firas, can you start, please?
Yes, do you hear me?
Yes,
yes.
Very well.
Okay. Well, so hello, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank the organizers of this event, especially Dr. Hanadi Al-Mubaraki, for giving me this opportunity to participate in the conference. So I will start by introducing myself. I'm Firas Makni. I'm software engineer and CEO of Tekos. I have worked for approximately 10 years as a consultant in digital development before founding Tekos in 2016. Tekos is a consulting company specialized in data and digital. And we are based in 2 countries, France and Tunisia, and have over 55 engineers specialized in new technologies such as digital, artificial intelligence, cloud, quality assurance, and blockchain. So we organize ourselves service into 5 business units where we provide our expertise to our clients.
Accept our apology, Firas. Would you mind, please, to share your slides?
Okay.
And open your camera.
Yes. Let me a few seconds. Camera, it's okay, huh?
Yes, the camera is okay. Just
okay. Okay.
There's a screen share screen.
Yes, I will do this.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. So we are organized in 5 business units. I will start by digital application. The first digital application, data and DIA, cloud, data and AI, cloud and infrastructure, quality assurance, and ERP CRM. So the firstly digital application, we have supported a lot of clients in their digital transformation across various sectors like insurance, bank, luxury, and industry. We have proposed an agile environment with scalable architecture, delivery and third-party maintenance of application in the end of the life cycle. In the data IE, we engage in predictive analysis and integration data using machine learnings, deep learnings, and we recently we include the blockchain in this business unit. So as we are in the era of decentralizations, and we have started to develop a lot of dApps, decentralized applications using the blockchain technology on public networks like Ethereum, Polygon, Solana. Our research and development team has created, for example, a product of loyalty system between retailers and consumers based on our crypto token to earn rewards in cryptocurrencies. For example, consumers have the option to store them in Bitcoin, for example, Ethereum, or receive a cashback. All our applications, our service is based in cloud. We use the cloud of Amazon, Google, and Microsoft Azure. We are maybe all our intervention is in the cloud, it's sure, and we believe in quality assurance on product and our deliverables. Hence, we have implemented, for example, quality assurance strategy with automation tests to minimize, for example, the risk of bugs in the application lifecycle. And the final business unit, ERP CRM, we have a little team. We participate in the integration of ERP SIP and the CRM of Salesforce. So our service is it's based in consulting, in 80% consulting and 20% about TPM, TPST. It's the third-party maintenance application and third-party quality assurance also, and also in development of some products in research and development. So as you know, we are based in Tunisia also. For example, to reduce the cost, we have some clients need decrease the cost of budget in application. We have a team in Tunisia to develop some software for our clients based in France. So that's all. I don't know if it's clear or no. If it's okay for you, you can, for example, don't hesitate to contact me after.
Thank you, Mr. Firas, for the presentation. Yes, it was very clear for me. I just have just a few questions for you, if you don't mind. You said you, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, okay.
You said you are both based in France and Tunisia. I just want to know how easy or not easy, I mean difficult to establish business here, why you choose to establish business in France and why you kept Tunisia, or why you did both in Tunisia and France.
So I think, Mariam, you know the market in Tunisia is very it's a little market, and
Yeah.
we have a good relation with France, the state between France and Tunisia, and there are more companies, French companies, based in Tunisia. So we have to get business in France.
So you are saying it's because of the proximity, it's near to Tunisia, and there is a lot of Tunisian maybe here, and then it's the language. So you decided to open, or it's the market. It's
yes, the relation between countries also.
And then the market as well. It's because now we are talking about the journey, the hero journey for entrepreneurs. So we want to know why you want to decide to establish here, because the market is very important as well for entrepreneurs. So I'm sure if you established here, meaning there is a niche market or there is a market for you, right?
Yes, because I'm personally based in France.
Okay.
Why I started business in France.
So you are based here, so you started here, and then also
yes.
with this kind of relationship between Tunisia and France, so you open in both countries.
Yes.
What can you say to entrepreneurs that they want to do the same thing like you? Like, what is your
to advise, for example?
Yes, if you can say that, yes.
So maybe it's you should believe in your idea and work hard. So
yes,
it's
for sure.
yes. What else? No, believe in idea. Believe in idea.
So believe in your idea, work hard, and then things will be easy, I guess.
Yes, yes.
But also, I think your experience as well within the market.
My experience, my experience is very different because I was a consultant and I have some contacts, and the contacts talk to me sometimes about, for example, some service. Some service special of my specialty, for example, in Java technology.
Yes.
And at the moment, I will say maybe why not? I can believe freelance I can become freelance and start in independent works. And after, I have some contacts who help me to do this frequently, and I decided to engage some employees after to help me to do our service.
To establish the company. So,
right.
Yes, so you are saying network also is important.
Yes, it's very important, network, but it's not the base. The idea. It's the firstly, and it's very important to believe it, and after the network come.
So it's just if you wanna like make it in like number one steps, it's like number one, it's believe in your idea, and then of course number two, it should be network, and then fourth, third, let's say the entrepreneur itself. I mean the idea, the network, and then the entrepreneur that he's going or she's going to work
and
on.
Don't hesitate to talk about your idea. Don't hesitate.
Okay. That's a very good advice, because some people or some entrepreneurs, they are afraid to talk about their ideas. Like they are afraid to, some people, they might steal my idea, or, they might pitch it instead of me. But yes, I agree with you. We should pitch our ideas always and in different occasions. So by that we will have, let's say, feedbacks from people, and we might have, co-founders while we will be pitching our ideas. I appreciate your intervention. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if Dr. Hanadi, do you have any questions, or any of our panelists or attendees, if you have any questions?
No, thank you so much, Mariam. We need to continue next. Thank you so much, Firas, for your presentation and for your advice for the entrepreneurs. We're selecting this track to let each entrepreneurs presenting the success story and how we reach the final destination. Many people, as you mentioned before, they have a great idea, but they shy, or they think the people we're looking in the bad, or they think it's the missing of the capital. It's the important element. Right. The capital is not at all important element. Yes. The important element is the idea, and how I believe in this idea, and how I be motivating and keep marketing for my idea till reaching the last destination. Thank you so much, Firas, and thank you so much, Mariam.
I'm sorry for my poor English because I don't speak English every
you
day.
Did well. We totally understand you. I did understand you. It's fine.
Thank you.
I think now the time for the Firas.
The second one. Yes.
Yeah, the second presenter.
Please, Mr. Firas Dhaouadi, raise your hand if you are here.
Can you stop the share? The first Firas, can you stop the share?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
We are so lucky to have two Firas. Yes, you can lower your hand if you want.
Okay.
And then we have our third presenter. Hi, Karina. Hi, Firas. Yes, you can lower your hand if you want.
Yeah, okay. Just
okay, perfect.
Okay, just sharing the screen.
But your hand is still, oh no, now it's fine. Okay. The floor is yours. You have 5 to 10 minutes presentation, and then we'll have questions, 5-minute questions. So please, the floor is yours.
Okay, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, great. So first of all, I'm very honored to be invited here and to have this opportunity to talk about my startup. I'm Firas Dhaouadi, the co-founder and CPO of AirTrust, which is an edtech startup in Tunisia, based in Tunisia. And yeah, I will pitch my startup and my idea. Okay, so as you can see, this is a modern day phone. Recognize it, and this is a phone from 100 years ago. This is a modern day car, and that's a car from 100 years ago. This is a class of today, and that's a class of 100 years ago. Nothing literally has changed. I may ask, do we prepare students for the future or for the past? Actually, the global pandemic was only a spark to invade the slow evolution of the education sector compared to other sectors. Indeed, the field of education has always suffered from a very slow process, poor organization, and until today, the use of all teaching techniques and methods. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, ETRUST created the multi-platform suite of tools enabling educational stakeholders to interact with each other, eliminate paperwork, and accelerate the transformation to a hybrid education in order to improve the quality of the education offered. First and foremost, EdManager is the platform that completely eliminates your school's traditional paperwork and archives, saving you both time and money. Not only that, but we're also working on integrating AI to make EdManager a decision support. Next, EdParent is the bridge that connects parents with the educational staff in order to monitor their children's progress at school. Also, through our notification system and live chat, it helps parents ensure smooth and rapid pedagogical communication. Lastly, EdLearning serves as the indispensable tool for swiftly accessing information and facilitating the organization of hybrid education. It streamlines teachers' tasks, enhancing efficiency and speed while ensuring students remain well-informed and up-to-date. Actually, we're working on training an AI chatbot based on ChatGPT model that will work as a virtual assistant to parents, students, teachers, and school with the kids' studies. Currently, our global market in North Africa includes more than 14,000 elementary schools, around 40 million students, and more than 25 million parents, according to the World Bank. Our business model is very simple. We provide our solution to schools for 2.3 Tunisian dinar per student per month. What's more, we offer our customer the possibility of hosting their database at home, data insertion services, training sessions, and SMS packs to keep parents without internet connection informed about their kids. We started work on ETRUST in November 2020, launched the first stable version by October 2021, and had our first customer by May 2022. By October 2022, we had 10 schools subscribed in our solutions. Last year, we got our customer base to 60 subscribing schools, and we aim to accrue more than 120 subscribing schools by the end of the next year. In the meantime, we're going to start studying the North African market in order to adapt our solutions to its specific needs. All we're doing right now is gradually and effectively putting in place the elements that will enable us to achieve our goal of launching a metaverse school that meets the major challenges of the education sector. Over the past year, using our personalized and flexible solution, we helped more than 13,000 parents track their students and interact with their teachers and schools. ETRUST is part of the Red Star Acceleration Program and became a Huawei partner after participating in the Huawei Spark program. Notably, we recently secured the 300,000 Tunisian dinar seed investment from private investor, which will be primarily allocated for team expansion as well as marketing and sales. Behind the results of the dedicated work that we have accomplished so far stands a multidisciplinary team made up of experienced and ambitious people who share not only the same vision of a digital education, but also the set of goal of making it accessible to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, remember the name of ETRUST. We are not just transforming education in Tunisia, but we're going to shape the future of EdTech across the MENA region. Thanks for your attention.
Thank you very much, Firas. It was very forward presentation. Thank you for that. I saw that you are targeting school, but I think mainly it's private school, right? Or public school?
Actually, we're working with only private school because it's easier to acquire them. But yeah, in our vision is to go to public schools also.
Because if you want to go to public, I'm sure you know that you cannot go directly to school. You have to go through the Ministry of Education. And then I think it's good if you are really going to do that, because if once you convince the ministry, then it's automatic. It's easier than the private, I think. You have to
Yeah.
convince one entity. It's not easy to convince this entity, but once you convince this entity, it's going to be, I think. But yes,
Yeah.
I totally understand. So you have your proof of concept with 11 private schools.
Actually, we have 60 subscribed schools with more than 30,000 parents and 50,000 students, around 300 teachers. And regarding the thing of the Ministry of Education, also we started discussion with them since July, the last July. So we're discussing the opportunities or the way to start testing our solution, like with some public schools, and then move to a more global
Yes.
aspect.
What about the pricing? How you are calculating that?
Yeah, actually, so the schools are the customer for now, so
Okay.
they pay for that. So they pay for, okay, let's
It's
go back. So they
B2B.
pay, yeah, it's B2B, but also they pay for now 2.3 Tunisian dinar per student per month. But this year we are going to introduce new products. So to go to the B2C, to have teachers as customer, to have parents as customer also. By introducing like digital library, introducing a marketplace where school can sell goods, can sell furniture to parents.
So your market is growing. I don't know how many private schools in Tunisia, but I think more and more.
Yeah, in Tunisia we have, according to the Ministry of Education stats in 2017, they are around 2,000 private schools.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really growing.
It's growing, yes, I know, and it's a growing market in Tunisia, the private schools. Yes, and then you are not based in one city. Are you based only in Tunis, the capital, or you are in different?
Okay, so our office is only in Tunis, but we actually have schools in 11, I think, provinces in Tunis. We plan to go further, to go to more province here. And as I said, during the next year, 2024, we plan to start testing in Libya and Algeria. So we go.
Yes,
to
I
the
saw
north.
that, and I saw that you want to do a metaverse school.
Yeah.
I'd say good luck with that. Before finishing up with, concluding with you, I just want to ask. I know because I'm a Tunisian myself, so I know it's not easy to start and keep going and keep running a business in Tunisia, especially now, like with
Yeah.
the economic situation. I really, salute you, and then, but I just want you to give us what is your spices, how was your journey? I know we're not going to talk about it was hard and things like that, but what are you really going to say to the entrepreneurs like you, let's say?
Okay. All journeys are hard everywhere, but as you said, in Tunisia and in our region, there is specific situations, so it makes it harder. But I can say there is two keys: it's resilience and consistency. So through the last 3 years, I actually I did not have any social life. I am just dedicated to this work, to do this. I work with everything. I'm not a marketing. I'm web developer. So I started developing. After that, I started working on marketing, learned marketing. I started working on sales, learned sales. I started working on
Yeah.
design, learned design. So you should be able to learn everything, to adapt yourself to any situation, and especially consistency. So you can like have small steps every day. It's better than having like a big step today and being lazy for the rest of the month. So it's about consistency and resilience. Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure you have these. Otherwise, you won't be here today presenting your project, and then I'm sure that because you have already 60, you said, or 16, 60 schools.
60 schools, yeah.
60 schools, so it's growing business. I hope that you will go to Libya as well, and then why not the north region. Thank you very much for this. I'm sure, I mean, for all entrepreneurs, as you said, it's not an easy journey. It's not something that, you know, just like that and then it will happen. Nowadays, it's harder, I think, than before. We should do and maybe pivot sometimes. It's not. I think also we can say pivot. It's not something that we shouldn't do. Pivot is something that we should do based on what our customers will want, or the market, or it's something that I think easily, not that easy, but it's something that we should do to prevent our business from collapsing. Right. I'm sure you did that in your journey as well, as sometimes maybe in the market, maybe in the pricing strategy, maybe in the way how you're presenting your solution. Thank you, Firas, for that. Thank you for sharing with us your journey. I hope that you will do the metaverse school, because I think it's going to be there, you know.
Yeah, certainly. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I'm really honored to be here and speaking about my startup, and I wish that we have more events like this, more opportunities like this, especially to young startups or entrepreneurs in our region. We have many ideas, we have many smart people. We just need support, we just need assistance. So thank you so much for that.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Hanedi, as well. Dr. Hanedi, I'm not sure if you have any questions. Otherwise,
no, we can invite the third speaker.
She's here. She's
here
since a while ago. Thank you, Karina. It's Karina Alejandra, right? Or I don't want to spell it.
I have two names and one surname. Karina and Alejandra are both my names. My surname is Rapetti.
Oh, apologies. Okay.
No,
Thank you very much for that. Thank you for being here with us. Same, you will have 5 to 10 minutes presentation, and then we'll have a discussion, and then if other our attendees will have questions to ask, then I'll read that. But now you have the floor to present yourself and present what are you doing. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much to invite me here. I feel really happy to be able to share our work with all of you. My name is Karina Rapetti. I'll go into short the name and the surname. I have a PhD in innovation ecosystem here at La Salle Ramon University in Barcelona. And I work as general manager of the Triple Helix that also look to develop this innovation ecosystem around the world. And here at the university, the same, developing the third function of the university, focusing on innovation ecosystems. And my presentation of today is also for sure related with innovation ecosystem, but focusing on urban innovation ecosystem, which are the innovation district. So to start, what we start to analyze years ago, we start having some questions. Here in Barcelona, we have the innovation district called 22@. But at the beginning of the last century, this area, as we saw here in the picture, was known as the Manchester Catalana. It's a really, really good industrial area that in the middle of that century was completely deteriorated by a change in the economic model. And after that, in this new millennium, it's recovered and reborn, and is one of the most successful cases in development of innovation area through innovation. So our question from this fact was, what was the factors that provoked this? it was a change in the economic area, modification in the urban dimension. That were our question to start to analyze these cases, and not just what was, but what is, what are the factors that can help areas, deteriorated areas, to improve and to boost the economic, social, and territorial development. And one of the answers that we found for this question was measuring. If we measure, we can be sure if we are moving in one direction that we want to go. But it's not a matter of measure everything. It's measure just that specific activities that can guarantee us that we are achieving this innovation and this development. And that this presentation and our research, our previous research, is focused on this. Which are the key performance indicators to assess performance in these urban areas of innovation that are the innovation district, to guarantee that we are moving in a desired direction? So from here, what we did applying two scientific methodologies. One of them was Fuzzy Delphi, in which we talked with a panel of international experts all around the world, 15 years of experience, average experience of all of them. First of all, analyzing two main case studies of innovation district of succeed. One of them for sure was 22 in Barcelona. The other one was Porto Digital in Brazil. We established a set of preliminary set of key performance indicators in four main areas: urban domain, economic domain, social domain, and governmental domain. And from this set and this expert panel, we were able to select the really most relevant indicator to assess performance in innovation district. And what we found is this subset of 37 indicators in these four domains, okay? And just to cover a bit of them, the most relevant, for instance, in the urban domain, we found that the indicator that obtained the higher scores were, for instance, the indicator that measure the square meter that we dedicate to the intervention area, the potential flow, the square meter dedicated to constructed buildings, the investment in real estate, and the occupancy rate. This is out of the 16 that we saw at the beginning. These were the ones that obtained the higher score, according to experts. If we go to the social dimension, we found that apart from, let's say, common indicator to all other districts, the one that confer the specific value, this differential value to this specific district was the indicator that mentioned the number of professionals in possession of a higher education degree, the number of students that were doing internships, the number of universities. This was one of the indicators that obtained the higher score to assess performance in innovation district, and the number of research, technology, and innovation centers. And finally, in the economic domain, apart from the indicator that measure common activities to any kind of district, we found that the one that confer differential value to this district was to measure the number of innovation pilots, the investment that we do in startups, for sure, the number of startups that we have in the district, the number of knowledge-based companies. Another indicator was the number of companies, but this one does that analyzed this particular kind of companies obtain a higher score, and for sure the number of shops. So the first step was a preset of indicator. With this panel of experts, we really were able to define the really important to assess performance. But apart from that, using another methodology that is called the Mattel, we were able to establish the relationship among the indicators. Why? Because with this relationship, we are trying to imply how a modification, for instance, in an activity belonging to the urban area can impact in the number of jobs or the number of knowledge-based companies. So I'm going to share most relevant result. For instance, in the urban dimension, we found that most of them were indicators classified as cost indicators, that an action that they may affect others. And for instance, if we modify the square meters that we have in the intervention area, it will impact in the potential flow that will modify the square meter of the building constructed. And with this, we switch into the economic domain. It will impact in the number of companies, and with this, the number of jobs. So we can see that one modification in intervention area can impact in the number of jobs of the district. If we analyze the social domain, most of them were classified as effect indicator, with the exception of these two that I am going to share here: the number of research and innovation centers and the number of universities. Universities as the source of talent, that is the raw material of these urban areas of innovation. And if we modify any of these indicators of the activities that this indicator measure, it will impact in the intellectual property, the number of patterns, the number of innovation pilots, and with this, again, the number of knowledge-based companies and the number of jobs. So another conclusion, if we can add in the number of universities, again, we are going to modify the number of jobs and the number of knowledge-based companies in our innovation district. And similarly, with the governmental dimension, if we interact with the management team, the number of professionals that build up the management team, we can modify the private and the public investment, and these two will impact in the investment in startups and the number of venture incubated, and with this, the number of startups, and again, these really important indicators in every district, but especially in innovation districts, the number of jobs, knowledge-based companies, and startups. So, as I mentioned before, these are the key activities to measure, to be sure, or at least to guarantee that we are moving in a direction that could guide us to succeed in what is the main purpose of innovation district. And just to summarize main ideas, innovation district, as I mentioned before, the raw material of the knowledge economy, that is the one that we are living nowadays, is the talent. Talent is the key asset. In the past, companies were located near the river or near the mine. Nowadays, companies are located near talent. And this talent needs to live and to have a sense of belonging, commodities and amenities that belong them to live, work, and recreate. Then, these innovative areas of innovation promote the face-to-face interaction that boost this knowledge spillover. And apart from that, since it promotes that leading-edge institutions and cluster companies are in touch with these new species of the ecosystem, which are the startups, the incubators, and the accelerators, where these startups are the ones that allowed bigger corporations to achieve disruptive innovation, because the bigger corporations are more heavy, and a startup can try and fail faster, and they allow the bigger to achieve disruptive innovation. And all these districts are the proper scenario to all of them to interact and facilitate the interaction. So, with all of these ingredients, we try to promote and to achieve the main goal of Innovation District, that is to achieve technological and economic advancement at the same time that we promote the urban competitiveness and the quality of life of our cities and districts. So this is the presentation from my side. I hope I respect the time.
You did respect the time perfectly. Thank you very much for the presentation. I really appreciate it, but I'm sure I have a lot of questions, because I think this one, it's a very research based. For how many years you did this research?
We work in this project as a compendium of 3 articles, and we worked for 3 years. I haven't mentioned that we work in partnership with ISP, International Association of Science and Technology Parks, and they were the one that put us into contact with all these experts to allow us to select the indicators. And this, I have to confess, that speed up the process, because in this particular research, this is a key element.
Yes, I'm sure with the expert, but with the experts, yes. You mentioned the urban area, but I mean, my question is, how many area you really worked on?
How many, sorry, again?
The urban area, you said you
Yes.
worked on urban. How many, it's the cities or the urban areas you worked on, how many? 1, 2 in different cities? And you worked in Spain, right?
Yes, yes. We use for this particular study 2 case studies.
Okay.
One here, the Innovation District we have here in Barcelona, which is 22 at, and
Yes.
another Innovation District that is Porto Digital in Recife, Brazil. And for this particular research, we talk with all the managers of this district, and we analyze scientific and administrative documents to look for main indicators that they use over 20 years of evolution of this district. And with this information, we will lab this preset of indicators that then the experts select out of them these 37 final performance indicators.
So you had 37 indicators.
Yes, the one that we...
Yeah.
Okay.
These, yes, you presented in each section. Yes.
Here.
Yeah. It's I saw that it's really important, but all of them, that are converging to jobs. Like almost the final scheme that you showed it to us, it's like, from the urban, or from even social economics, or even from the government, it's up, and then it's to the jobs.
Yes, in a way, it's just to add a disclaimer. I select this particular sample because I felt that it was the most important in this presentation, but they are all connected with all of them. I select this to make an example and not extend the time. But yes, you have other kind of final indicators, not just one, but yes. Jobs, I confess that is one of the most impacted by the other indicator, and for sure one of the most important to assess performance in innovation districts.
Yes, and then when you are saying innovation district, it's like, what kind of institutions they have, or what do you have in these districts? You have companies, you have corporates, you have startups, you have accelerators.
Yes, the idea is to have 3 main agents that are representative of government, academy, and industry. These, let's say, are the old but still useful agents, but also include these new species like startups, incubators, accelerators, that, as I mentioned before, it is a study did by Jerome Engel from University of Berkeley, in which they talk about cluster of innovation, and he proposed that these new species, startups, are the ones that allowed big corporations to achieve disruptive innovation, because the startups are faster and can try and retry and move from the economic model faster.
Oh yes, and then we can see a lot of corporate, they are either buying or acquiring startups or working together. Like since a while ago, that's what they are doing. You know, we can mention a lot of big corporates that are acquiring small companies or even bigger startups. First, because either they are afraid of them, you know, succeeding more, or like because, as you just said, they are very heavy corporate, they cannot move very quickly, so they need startups with this kind of new idea and then to add it to their system.
And big corporations have this process of production really well known, and for startups it's more difficult to grow at that size, so both of them help each other. The startups also have these exit plans in which big corporations absorb them, because they have all the system to the big production already working. So both of them help each other. That's why it's important to keep them together, to be in touch, to understand the needs of one and the others.
Yes, I agree. I mean, it's different than before, as you mentioned, or you showed us the picture. Before there were no, I mean, the connection is cut. They cannot, I mean, big corporates, they don't speak with the small ones, but now with the technology, they kind of forced to work with them. But I think it's a good combination. Startups, they will benefit from the corporate, and corporates as well, they will benefit from the startups. It's a win-win relationship, let's say.
Yes, that is the idea of the ecosystem.
Yes. Honestly, congratulations for this. It's I know research, it's not an easy task, specifically if you are working on something very, it's like moving, let's say. It's startups, it's incubators, it's thank you for presenting that. I really appreciate it, and then I wish you good luck. I'm sure that you are not going to stop here. I'm sure that you are going to continue to work on that, because that's what researchers do. So I wish you a good continuation in this. And then again, thank you very much for the presentation. And
thank you, Mariam, and all of you for having me here.
Of course.
It's an honor to be here and to share our work with all of you. Thank you very much.
Yes, you did well.
Thank you so much, Karen. I need to draw the attention for Mariam. This research, we call it practical research.
Yes. Is it me or her?
No, I haven't. I don't hear him anymore.
I think it's she's having internet problem.
The research, you cannot reach the finding by accident. You reach the finding. You know, the other strategy they take to make a mistake and solving a problem and make a mistake. But when you prepare yourself and having good strategy and good methodology, and you receiving a good outcomes, I realize the Karen study, it's a practical study. I do same as this study in the previous year, and I'm reaching great findings. And this will be agreed by developing countries about our result. And this is the best of the best for the country. Now I'm speaking from Paris. I've been here for a health issue for a month ago, and I keep contacting several prestigious Paris University and Innovation Center And I realized from them, they connecting the way of Parisian people connecting the market with the education by hiring the PhD student and keep those PhD students working in a company to solving the problem inside the company. And they paid the university, those company pay university the fee of PhD. And when the student is graduated, then taking a great position in the company, and this guy will be having a great practical experience rather than theoretical experience, because sometimes the people who's graduated from PhD, really they have ambition to be as a doctor and receiving DR, but later they said, I don't know if I get good positions in some university, or I need to start from scratching, try to be instructors and preparing some research, and also I need to be connected with the market, and this is a long journey. But now I see in the Parisian way, and also I know in developed countries, they're using this way, connecting the industry with the university to getting a great result at the end of the destination, saving money and saving time. And great thanks, Karen. Soon we will be in contact together to have a sort of joint project together.
Okay.
And I need to conclude by saying all the United Nations organization, such as WIPO, UNIDO, UNPD, and OECD. It's not for the UN, but all the European Commission, European Union, all those organizations working on this way. They having their joint project, and they collecting the best researchers or best professor through the world to find a good solutions and a good results. Thank you so much, Karen, to be with us today from Barcelona. Thank you so much for the others who participating from Paris or from Tunisian. And I think if you have any point, Mariam, you can push it, because we need to closing out this session to going for the next sessions.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hanadi. I want to really thanks all the panelists that they they shared with us their research or their experience or their startups. I'm sure resilience is one of that. Also, you have to have a lot of patience. You have to keep pushing. You have to work hard. I think all of you agrees on all these things, so you can at the end achieve the results that you really want to do, either by selling your product or by achieving your results or of the 3 years PhD, or the Firas said it was Firas Dhaouadi. He did also 3 years of proof of concept of his company. And the other Firas, the first one, he said it's like hard work. So he really established his company here in Paris. I really appreciate that. I think the lesson, Dr. Hanadi, it's we need to keep working. We need to keep pushing, and hard work and resilience. It's perfect for the startup journey, let's say.
Thank you so much, Mariam. Yes, everybody, it's the working hard working hard and working smarter. I have one statement, and this is agreed even though by Bill Gates. Do you want to destroy your enemy? Working hard and working hard and working hard. They changed one word for me. They told me, when you're saying 3 times working hard, adding working smart also. While we are are working hard, we will be also smarter. Okay, and this is our statement. Thank you so much, Mariam. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Firas, both of Firas. Thank you for your participation. It is an amazing presentation and sharing knowledge and experiences together from different base countries in one platform, AI platform, joining all our experiences and sharing knowledge.